Hey, everybody, happy Thursday. Oh, okay. Hopefully, we don't get any phone calls while we're live. Um, that's been a problem. I have to remember to set this as airplane mode. Supposedly, if I do airplane mode, there'll be no phone calls while the live. So we'll try to do this the best way we can. So we'll be here for about an hour. Hey, classy lady. We'll be here for about an hour. And hey, John. So if anyone's going live, at 1 o'clock, if anyone's going live at 1 o'clock and you would like a raid so we could pay it forward, that'd be a great thing to do. Just let me know. I don't know if Jamie's going live at 1, but if we could pay it forward to somebody random, we could do that too. I'm doing okay. How y'all doing? It's cold. It's definitely cold today. It snowed a couple days ago. The snow's already gone. Blah, blah, blah. That's always good. At least it's already gone. But that means, there's a chance of more, Supposedly there's oh, that's right, 2 o'clock. It's been a long day. Long day of nothing. I was stuck in my own thoughts, so I guess, tomorrow I'm back to work for, one day. Thankfully, they're only scheduling me for 20 hours a week, so I don't get in trouble with the, Social Security and all that jazz. But unfortunately, some things had to, yeah, right, that is scary. And I didn't even like take out my notebook and start, working on my writing or anything. That should have been like the top priority here. But no. Let's see. Tomorrow I have 20% off at the job. Maybe we'll have a Marshall's haul video. Not me shopping in the store because I don't know if they're going to get angry if I do that at work. Well, not at work, but of course I wouldn't be working while shopping, but I don't know. They probably wouldn't want me to film there because I've got a lot to share. No, but I'm going to start it today. I'm a fast-paced reader, so I shouldn't have an issue. And I'm also going to be on the train Saturday because I'm going to Manhattan, so I can totally I was going to say plow right through it, but that's not a good way of saying things. I'll probably move right along on the train Saturday. I'm going to Manhattan. There will be a vlog with that. I don't know if this I know, right? I see that. That's why I can't stay in silence the whole day, Um but I don't really want to go back to this job thing either. This job thing is, I've worked retail my whole life. So it's just I've never had the feelings I do about this store. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Harold. Happy holidays to you. Um, so just since we have other people in here now, if you want to go live at 2 o'clock, because I don't know if Jamie is going live. I haven't heard from her this morning, so if anybody wants to go live at 2, I could, do somebody a solid and give you a raid. I may go live later tonight, too. I'm definitely, in need of getting my monies in, I guess. Because you know what they do here. If you are monetized, they don't wait till you hit the $100. Oh, I have to check that out, Harold. Do you have a new intro? I'll check it out, my friend. If you're monetized, they don't wait to take the 30%. They don't wait till you're up at the threshold, the $100 threshold, to take 30%. They'll just keep taking 30%. So it's really difficult to hit the $100 threshold. Hey, Trucker's Life, how are you doing? Where are you at now? Oh, I was just watching this. I do want to talk about this because I've been watching this show on Netflix. Everyone suggested I watch it simply because the first episode talks about the counterfeit makeup business, which I found to be scary. I would never buy. Ah, Ooh, were you involved in a hit and run? Oh no. Stay safe out there, trucker's life. You all saw me live a couple weeks ago in an accident. I'm still kind of a little pissed off that the driver gave the person ahead of us, $150 to move on with her life, but where's mine? I'm not usually like greedy or anything. I still can't believe this. I don't know if you were here, Trucker's Life. We were talking about my cousin. My one cousin graduated University, Texas. Oh, ooh, in a truck stop? Oh, you're in a truck stop. Oh, okay. Get some good snacks. Um, they don't have 7-Eleven down there, do they? I'm curious to see where it has a 7-Eleven. They got Piggly Wiggly down there? You know what I really liked in Jersey was Wawa. That takes like convenience shop to a whole new level. They actually like have it's like is that the big place, John? Ah, that's right. You won, Lewis. Congratulations. Hey, peanut butter. Oh, see, my cousin, she graduated with her doctorate from University of Royal Farms Best. I heard about that big. Oh, they just made a 7-Eleven down there. Yeah, 7-Eleven's kind of pricey. I mean, that's all we really have here. Oh no, they started putting Cumberland Farms around here. They're not bad. I mean, the thing is with 7-Eleven, any size cup of coffee, if you have your rewards card, is $1. So of course, I get my extra large cup of coffee for the day, and I'm good. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Cheap coffee. Some people don't like to make. See, here's the thing. I don't know if I told y'all this, but Marshalls gives the employees free coffee and stuff like that in the break room. But I just don't want to take it. I don't. I'd rather just buy my own. I know that sounds really terrible of me, but it's like I don't really like this place, so I'd rather just go to Starbucks across the way. And I know, terrible. I'm willing to pay my $8 toll than take a free cup of coffee from this place. I did buy an outfit there the other day. I did buy an outfit from Marshalls the other day, and I have to buy some things tomorrow. I have a pocketbook on save because tomorrow's 20%. But Saturday is my treat day. And Jeffree Star just announced that he's got a new palette coming soon. I thought he said 2020, but so I guess I'll stay at Marshall's so I can save money to get that palette. Whatever that palette is, I want it. This is what that show on Netflix, Broken, is talking about, is how, first of all, he's a YouTuber, so I support all YouTubers. It makes me want to buy it even more. But it's like a status symbol to have that palette. I don't think of it as a status symbol. I really just think Jeffree Star's makeup is really great quality. I mean, I never really cared about this stuff up until I lost all the weight. Save my money. I don't know. It depends on what the palette looks like. It depends. I could really use a palette of green colors, but I'm gonna pick that up on Saturday in Manhattan. They have the Melt Cosmetics weed palette. I want the weed palette. The Smoke Sessions palette, I'll pick that up Saturday. I'm going to go check out that thrift store on Fashion Avenue. Isn't that cool? There's a thrift store on Fashion Avenue. I'm really excited to see what that looks like. I would imagine the fact that it's on Fashion Avenue that they only have, top quality stuff. Eat something? I have my lunch, my liquid lunch. Oh, I also got me a little some at Seb's this morning. Ooh, great job, John. That always works. That reminds me, I have to take my milk of magnesium early today if I have to work tomorrow. Good grief. This job is just, it's a job. That's all it is a job. I'll probably leave soon. I think, maybe next week is it for me. Because it seems like the week before Christmas, I got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of holiday, because I'm handicapped. I got something brewing over here. Because I'm handicapped, a lot of places help me out with Christmas. So, yeah, I do. I do hate it. And I never had that before. I never really hated a job. Never. I worked for Lane Bryant for almost 3 years. I didn't hate it. I mean, towards the end, it got ridiculous because, management was stealing all the hours, but I didn't hate it. It's just a job. And, like I said, the week before Christmas, a lot of the organizations that, work with my kids will be having all kinds of programs for me to go get Christmas help. So, um, it's going to be a choice between working and picking up stuff for my kids for Christmas. And I hate to tell you, getting stuff for the kids for Christmas is kind of outweighing the idea of this job. I already had to give up one program next weekend. This place you could take as much stuff as you want for Christmas, and I already, turned it down because I have to work next weekend. So that's okay. I'm not, we'll be all right. Although Isabel's caseworker came here yesterday. Tell me, did the screen go black? Did the screen go black? A call came through, so I'm thinking I may have to start over again because the screen went black. Tell me if the screen went black. No? It's not black? I'm good? Oh, awesome. Oh, milk of magnesium doesn't taste bad. Oh, it didn't go black? Whew, I don't know why that happens. Sometimes a call comes through when I'm live, and it'll turn my screen black even if I don't have to answer it. So, oh, perfect. I hate that. YouTube is funky these days. But anyways, so I was watching that show Broken. I'm guessing some of y'all are going to be really butthurt over this show. They so far on episode 3, I don't know how many episodes there are, but episode 3 is about cheap furniture and it falling on children and stuff like that. But episode number 2 was on e-cigarettes. Here's my thoughts on this is they talk about, how it's a big epidemic in high school and such. But here's my thoughts on this is if an adult cannot buy a minor alcohol, I love you too, John. Big hugs to you. If an adult can get charged for buying a minor alcohol, why aren't parents being charged for allowing their children to use their allowance money to buy these e-cigarette things? Now, listen, I'm not saying I agree with smoking or don't agree with it, but it's your life, and it's not my place to say what you do with your life. Just like me, you don't have a right to tell me not to buy a Jeffree Star palette, but you did. Ragging on you, Steve. So I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. Is like, I understand that these things may or may not be healthy for you, but if teenagers are the problem, why are you letting the parents have a pass and allowing the parents to, I'm not saying I'm definitely going to buy that palette. I haven't seen it yet. I need some new lipsticks, though. It's not coming till 2020, so I got time, I think. But anywho, that's what I'm getting at here is, if people want to destroy their lives by smoking cigarettes or e-cigarettes or whatever the hell they are, so be it. But if kids are the problem, oh, the Lakers won, that's great. Well, food's usually okay, though, Steve. That always comes first. Food and rent is always first. So you get what I'm saying here? I mean, I hear that these things could be combustible and things like that. Again, that's the risk you take, buying these things, isn't it? But, even in the show, they were talking about how, they're basically saying parents get a pass for allowing their children to buy these things. There's like all kinds of like incentives. They're going after the tobacco company, but yet you're a parent. You're a parent. If I can't buy, if I bought a minor alcohol, I'd be going to jail for it. No, correct. So if you're a parent and your child, you're feeding your kid's e-cigarette problems, that's on you, and you need to face the music too. That's not right. I mean, I'm not saying a minor should have alcohol or e-cigarettes either way, but, let's call a spade a spade, you know? Do I think e-cigarettes are helping people smoke less? I have no idea. That's not something I really care to know. But if that's what they want to do with their life, hey, that's on you. I ain't gonna, I might play U.S. military songs. Oh, Jeff, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm gonna mention something. I don't know if y'all saw the news last night. I saw it as it was happening just before I went to bed. There was a active there was an incident in Pearl Harbor last night. I think they said two people died. Um, isn't Pearl Harbor Day is this month? Yes, yes. Pearl Harbor Day is this month, December 7th. No, is that D-Day? Oh my God, I'm trying not to sound horrible here. I'm just like so lost. Yeah, Pearl Harbor Day is December. But anywho, I think that's regardless of it being Pearl Harbor Day or whatever day it is, but that's really messed up. I didn't really read. I haven't seen the updates as to who the culprit was or how it happened, or I don't know if it was somebody who is in the military and had PTSD and just went off or whatever. And if that's the case, then we need to do better. We need to do better by our veterans. They need better access to care. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't read the update on it yet. But that was really sad to hear that that there was an attack on Pearl Harbor, the Navy base there last night. These people are fighting for our freedom, and to have to go through that is pretty messed up. So just throwing that out there. I hope those that are wounded make a full and speedy recovery. Yes, go Navy. My grandfather was in the Navy during World War II. Yeah. So that's really sad to hear. Like I said, I haven't read the updates yet. Maybe we'll talk about that later. That was just sad, last night before I went to bed. You're thinking about that. Poor guys, poor people. So I don't know any statuses on that, but I will look it up. Like I said, if it was a serviceman that had severe PTSD and went off, that would be pretty sad. That does happen. We need to treat our veterans a lot better. But anyway, so back to the other thing we were talking about. So we're talking about this show Broken. And so the second episode was on the e-cigarettes. And the third episode I'm watching right now is on IKEA. Apparently, there's been a surge in dressers, the cheap dressers from IKEA, toppling on toddlers and killing them or severely hurting them. It's hard to picture what the right thing to say about this is. I mean, it sounds like the one incident in the show was a parent putting their child in their crib for nap time, and the kid got out of the crib and that happened. It happened to Jacob once, actually, when he was much younger. My landlord purchased a cheap dresser, and Jacob was, he pulled the drawer open, and it came falling down on him. But I never really blamed anybody for it either. I didn't go that route. I mean, I didn't purchase it, and I'm not going to blame the brand who made it. Um, I don't know. It seems like that's another tough case scenario. Can you really go about blaming a store for making cheap stuff? I mean, the thing is, you buy cheap. We all buy cheap stuff because it's just what we're just on that kind of a budget, you know. Oh, Elf on the Shelf. We don't do Elf on the Shelf here. Mm-mm. He's kind of cute though, creepy and cute. So it's really hard to say about that. But the other part that they had talked about in this film, one of the things was the how IKEA and cheap furniture making has destroyed. Hey, Bounty, brother Bounty's in the house. How you doing, my good friend? It was really fun coming in your live yesterday. I'm glad you mentioned that topic yesterday. I'm still having a level of hurt over somebody here on YouTube, manipulating me into believing people were bad. But, in the end, both sides are bad. So I guess, But sometimes we need to address things here. That's not the worst case scenario. I'm just one of those nice people that are easily manipulated. And this person really... And you don't see that person anymore either. You really don't see any of those people anymore. Yeah, whatever. That's the amazing part, is that I'm still here and they are not. So obviously we all know what happens with that. Carrying on. But this show Broken is really, yeah, he is a loser. That guy is a loser. Thank you, Bounty. I love you, doll. He's a loser. His channel's crap. He let it go. Probably because he knew everybody hated that guy. He knows everybody hates him at this point. Going after women, especially me. He should be worrying about his own marriage and his own channel. I don't get this whole thing with people. And where was I yesterday? Oh, no, somebody was in my live yesterday talking about someone really bullying him on YouTube. But the thing is, you got to have bullies and haters. That's the other thing, is like, while it sucks to have it, you got to have it to make it. So I don't take it too personally anymore. I mean, Creepy Doll Man making videos about me, I don't even take that. That was just weird. That's the other topic I wanted to talk about today. I don't know if y'all know, I have a page on Facebook that's, been growing for years. Not my Miss Kelly page, a different one. So this morning, I woke up to some drama on there because we posted an article about Jason Momoa. He was upset because his co-star, was it a co-star? Chris Pratt? I don't like Chris Pratt, but Chris Pratt, he was upset because Chris Pratt was, using a plastic water bottle, and plastic's a very big thing. And Jason Momoa he's been a really big advocate for the ocean and animals and everything lately. I don't know if he's a vegan or whatever. I don't know that. Maybe he is. If he is, wow, that's pretty sexy. I'm a Charlie Hunnam fan, but so anyway, so I guess he was, upset with Chris Pratt and for using a plastic water bottle. I mean, the plastic water bottle is a big thing, but we should also, let's not forget what Nestle does on the side. There's more to Nestle than just, selling plastic water bottles. So anyways, so I had somebody commenting on this post claiming that Jason Momoa is a molester. He was touching his daughter inappropriately. And when proof was asked of this, they sent a YouTube video. So what I'm about to say here happens to all of us then. So the YouTube video had come from a channel with 400 subscribers, and that was their #1 video. All their other videos had 10, 15, 20 views, and it had nothing to do with celebrity gossip or anything like that. It was just, oh, you like NASCAR? My grandfather was a race car driver, but that was local. He was a local race car driver. So I found it very interesting that this had gone on this way. So this is why you can't take things too personally here on YouTube. Well, actually, it ended up being 2 channels with the same video. The video apparently is very manipulated. I mean, to me, it looks very innocent. Jason Momoa was watching a performance with his 2 kids. He has a son and a daughter. And he had his hands, he's reaching over and his hand is like this, from above. And apparently that's considered molesting a child. It didn't even really look like he was really paying attention to anything going on there, I think he was just watching the show and holding his kids, and basically somebody's taking a very innocent and beautiful moment and making it into something else. But get this channel, the 2 channels that posted the same video, manipulating it and making it more than it is, they only have like 300-400 subscribers, and this video is their biggest. It's literally their biggest draw to their channel. They're not monetized. They don't have 1K subs. They might have the watch hours just based on that slanderous video. So this same thing has happened to me as well, where somebody who has barely any subs has made videos about me. It was their biggest draw to their channel. Everything else just wasn't cutting it at that rate, So it's easy to not take that. It's easy to take it personally, but when you look, and the channel who posted this video about Jason Momoa isn't even a channel that talks about stuff like that. It's not like Perez Hilton or, Rich Lux or anything like that. It's a gaming channel. It was a gaming channel talking with this video. And like I said, their other videos have maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 max views. So, unfortunately, there are people on here who are going to use you to get their views, and it is really easy to take this personally, but you shouldn't. It happened to Jason Momoa. It'll happen to us all at some point. It means you mean something to somebody to make a video like that. And for me, I think the video looks very innocent. It looks like a dad just hugging his kids. Maybe it's a little awkward. I don't know. It doesn't look awkward to me. They all looked like they were just paying attention to the show. Whatever. So that's my inspiration of the day. Even Jason Momoa has videos made about him, made by small pissants on YouTube. So it'll happen to us all at some point. For me, it's already happened. The person got all the views. Unfortunately, it's kind of messed up my channel a little bit, but carrying on, I really don't care. Don't let it bother you. You mean something to somebody. Quite tasty, actually. Can you believe that? Somebody made some video to slander Jason Momoa. I mean, that's kind of stupid, ain't it? I mean, how tall is Jason? Isn't he like 6'5", 6'7"? He's pretty tall. And pretty big, too. I wouldn't be messing around with that guy. Have you ever seen that funny photo of Jason Momoa with his bodyguards? Like, they're actually shorter than him. Like, what are they going to do? I thought that was funny. Does he even really need a bodyguard? I guess he does, huh? But you can't believe everything on the internet. The person who kept going on about this on my page this morning just wasn't, they were just not buying it. And I had to explain how YouTube works. So basically now I'm considered an expert. He's 6'4". I wouldn't mess around with somebody who's 6'4". He's kind of cute. I mean, he's not my style, but, you know, whatever. It was just weird. It was just, I don't know. That's sad. That's sad that somebody would take like a personal moment with him and his kids and, you know, yeah. I do love Charlie, yeah. I have a new photo of Charlie that I haven't really shared with anybody, but it does leave very little to the imagination. Could always use that. I could always just watch Queer as Folk, too. But, shame. Shame about Jason Momoa. He seems like a really awesome dude. Doesn't he do a lot for charity, too? Some small-time channel thought they could bring down Jason Momoa. Right, exactly. He was not, he was, well, the blonde one I think is his son. Because he had his shirt open. There's nothing creepy about that. There was nothing creepy about that video at all. He was just being a dad. I don't think he was even paying attention. And you know what? I am somebody who has been sexually assaulted many times. And I, for one, can say I don't see anything creepy about it. You know what the problem is? This whole Me Too movement. Yeah, I don't see anything. He doesn't even look like he's paying attention to what he's doing. You know what they say? The reason they say that is because she turns around and looks at him. But they say she was asking him a question. She didn't look. She did not look. She looked like she was in the arms of, you know, her father. You know, her love. This guy's. You know, you ever see any videos of him with his kids and his wife? Seem so. People just need reasons to say things. You know. I mean, if I were Jason, I mean, I would totally get this person for slander, but Jason probably doesn't even care. He knows he didn't do anything wrong. The problem is this Me Too movement has caused, you know, a lot of, I'm not saying, some people just are taking things too far. What was it? Some ladies just think that they can just say anything at this point, and it's, you know, assault. There was one case that I thought was absolutely ridiculous. What was his name? Anzi Azari? He's a comedian, Anzi Azari, right? Yeah. This story was just mind-boggling. I couldn't even believe it even existed. So apparently the woman claims she was Me Too'd because she gave she gave him a silent, you know, stop it or no. Listen, this isn't going to be me man-hating here or anything like that, but men don't take silence. You got to be loud. I mean, how do you... What? How does that even exist? A silent Q? He's a guy. I mean, girls, us ladies, you can't keep us in the vague. But guys, you got to be loud and proud and tell them no. But if you're going to be silent about it, I don't see how you can even... I've never even heard of such a silliness. Yeah. Well, as long as you can only hear it and not smell it. Ladies are just, like I said, you know, my thoughts on the whole Me Too thing is this. Women should be supporting one another without a movement. We shouldn't have to need a movement to support one another. So, I'm not totally understanding the need for this idea. Hello, The Project. How are you? That's just my thoughts on things. We really don't need to have movements for I'm glad you're doing good. That's awesome. And I'm not saying all these women who are saying they've been Me Too'd or whatever it is that they say, that they're not being truthful, but some of it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You gotta make sense. Of course, there's some people out there who make false accusations. You can't be doing that either. I mean, look what happened with, what's his name, Jussie Smollett. Does anybody know if SVU is on tonight? Speaking of that, anyone know if it's on? I mean, I haven't watched. I know that This Is Us was not on last week, so, I mean, this week. I'm hoping for some SVU. And yes, I let my children watch SVU, because that actually teaches something, you know? Sometimes even a fictional show has some... Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's nice meeting you. Oh, man. I'm not looking forward to going to the bus stop to get my kids. It's cold. It's cold out there. 'Tis the season to be cold. I don't want it to be cold. I need to move to a warmer climate. Anyone else feeling that idea? No, it's not. What? Oh, SVU is not on tonight? Oh, man. Is some Christmas crap on? May I have to go live? Oh, it's not cold? For you? Lunch is finished. For me, it's cold. So in case you want to know what I use to clean, I use Mrs. Meyer's. This is Iowa Pine. It's their seasonal scent. Just cleaning the table off. It's Thursday, so the kids have a lot of workers coming in out of here. So I just gotta, you know, wipe down the table a bit. I don't know, to me, actually, you know what? It was cold going to the bus stop, but it wasn't cold coming back from the bus stop, but I was also drinking an extra large cup of coffee on my way home. So it wasn't so bad at that rate, you know. Tonight is chicken parmesan night, because I bought enough chicken to last the next couple days. And no, there's no breadcrumbs. I used to fry it up with breadcrumbs and, you know, the good old-fashioned way, but, you know, no more breadcrumbs for me, so I just bake it in the sauce and throw some cheese on it that way, and oh boy. But Saturday's supposed to not be so bad. There's no breadcrumbs on it, just so you know. It's just baking the chicken in the sauce, because there's no more, I'm not allowed to have breadcrumbs anymore. So, I mean, it's not bad that way. You know, I just take the chicken and season it with the sazon there, and then throw it in the sauce. Oh. I should have some pasta, too. Pasta is still kind of funky for me, so I really shouldn't touch that. Do you know if the lettuce recall is still a thing? I was trying to figure that out, if we're still a recall alert. Oh boy, that's the ladies upstairs. There better not be a ceiling collapsing. It was up. I needed it to dry. Oh dear. Please don't come through the ceiling. I have that fear that this dumb bitch is going to come through the ceiling. Oh boy. Please don't. I'm so over this problem here. But the thing is, I don't think I can afford to leave here right now, so otherwise I would say I'd pack my crap up and move wherever Jamie is, and we could have like a little complex, and we can do girl things on every day and just do stuff. I don't know. I hate New York. I'm over it. It sucks because when you have like Section 8 and stuff, they take advantage of those people. You know, it's not like I'm living for free. It's just that they take advantage of the people, you know, when they're trying to move into their place. They want like a $500 application fee for the complex. I mean, and it's non-refundable too. Like, who's got like $800 laying around to begin with to be just throwing away? That doesn't make any sense. I think that's just, hey, Matt. Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, you know, me moving out of state isn't going to be a simple case scenario because, you know, I have legal obligations here, unfortunately. I shouldn't have to have legal obligations here, but I do. Oi, oi, oi. Although Isabel's begging to move to California. She wants to go live over there. Well, that's where her uncle died. Her uncle died in California. Yeah. Yep. The kid's uncle died in California. He died of the flu. Was it a little over a year ago? Oh, boy. Anywho. Let's see. Just settling on down in the couch. Gonna be lazy. At 5:10? Sure. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. So just so I know, does anybody want to go live at 2 o'clock? Does anybody want to go live at 2 o'clock and we could do a little raid? Matthew, did you want to go live at 2? I could do a solid and do a little raid. We don't have many people in here, but oh, you'll be at work. I think I probably will go live maybe later tonight. I'm not promising anything just yet. I haven't quite decided yet, but I'm gonna guess Jamie may go live later. I don't know. We'll have to talk after the live, Steve. Hi, Manny and Bree. Hi. Long time no see. How you doing? I think, yeah. I haven't seen many people lately. How's everything going? So yeah, back to that show, Broken. Like I said, right now I'm on the episode with where we're happy holidays. I'm doing okay. How you doing? Hopefully you're warm. Yeah. Well, we'll have to figure out where certain people are, but I don't want to talk about that on the live. We'll talk about that later. I'll send you a message in a bit because I'm starting to get a little worried here. Yeah, but I want to. Yeah, something don't feel right about now. Oh, stay positive, everybody. Stay positive. Oh, well, hey, listen, an hour's good, though, Matthew. If you want to go live at 2, we could do a little raid. Yeah, absolutely. It's a little too silent today. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I think I know. I think okay. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think. Okay. No, I'm just you know, I did cut my hair today. I just got bored and cut off. My mom says she's telling me to go to the hairdresser to cut an inch off. I said, "Nah. I'll just do that shit myself." Yep, nope, did it myself. I don't even know if you could tell. I just took a scissor and did it. I took a scissor and did it. I ain't paying somebody $15, $20 to cut an inch of hair off. Nope. I'd rather have my new Jeffree palette whatever the palette is and when it comes out. I'd rather have that than do that. I have to color it too. No, can't be doing any of that, Steve. Can't be doing any of that. So anyways, back to this show. Well, let's talk about this show. So basically this show is talking about how people are buying cheap furniture from IKEA. I don't know, is IKEA that cheap though? I really haven't really looked at their stuff. I don't know. I don't usually buy brand new furniture. I usually buy everything from the thrift store. So, you know, it's not generally cheap. Is it cheap? I know I get decent furniture at the thrift store for probably far less than I would get there, and at least it's decent quality. I mean, the dresser that Jacob has in his room, I think I probably paid $40 for. It's still hanging in there. Isabel has, oh, that one's pretty decent and things like that. I mean, the cabinet in the living room, that just was here when we moved in. But the thing is, people out there are trying to blame IKEA because their kids were not being watched properly. And I mean, I listen. That's just what I got from what I had seen in the one story of this episode. Um, and again, it's really hard to say these things because I wasn't there. And but so basically, I mean, the thing is this: if your child can get out of a crib by themselves, then you need to figure something out. That should not be a thing. Okay. Because if they can get out by themselves, things like this can happen. Um, so yeah, but so they're blaming IKEA for cheap furniture that falls on their children, but yet, like I said, the one story that was, showcased in the show, they put the kid in the crib, and the kid got out of the crib, and it fell on top of him. So is that really something you could blame IKEA for at that rate? Can you really blame them for that? Is that really their fault? I don't know if that's really their fault. It's hard to say. I kind of don't think it's their fault at that rate. I think it's like a matter of nobody's fault. It's just one of those really sad and unfortunate situations. Kind of like, um, remember the family that was in Disney and they put the kid in the water. I mean, although it does specifically say, do not put the kid there. It says no swimming, but the parents decide to let him in the water, and TikTok Croc came along and dragged him under. Um, so, it's kind of like that where, well, I mean, I guess in that sense, again, that's the parents' fault. But, it kind of falls into the category of it being just one of those really unfortunate moments where, you know, I don't think it's Disney's fault. I don't think it's IKEA's fault. The parents could have done a lot better. But, I mean, if you want to be fair, if you want to play fair, it's just one of those unfortunate events. Maybe that's all it is an unfortunate event where, a parent could have done a better job. And, I mean, they're kind of negligent. I think those things are just better off being seen as a unfortunate event. Same thing, so I don't think IKEA should be blamed for something like this. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, you know. And I think they're showcasing in the show that these families want some kind of, financial compensation because this cheap dresser fell on their child. But, first of all, when you buy something cheap, that's kind of like on you too. It's not really on the company to really have to pay you for, that kind of, I don't know, it's really tough. It's a really tough case scenario. I mean, the other thing is the other stuff that this, show touched on was the fact that these cheap furniture companies are the reason why, the better quality companies like Bassett are going out of business. I mean, that is kind of a shame. People would prefer, something a little cheaper than that. And then there was also the environmental aspect of it. Buying all this mass-produced cheap furniture is destructive to the environment because you have to cut down, you have to cut down the trees and everything, and destroy Mother Earth even further for all this cheap crap. That probably will end up in the garbage because it is cheap and it doesn't last very long, which is a problem. That's a problem. So you don't want to be doing that. Um, you know, that's that's another reason why people are, that's I could see why now Jason Momoa was upset with Chris Pratt because he had, the plastic water bottle. We have too much that this all boils down to, we're all looking for some form of, convenience here. And these convenient products are really bad. They're just bad for the environment. I mean, as far as the, right, that's why I go to the thrift store. I mean, you have to, I mean, once you get something from the thrift store, you really got to have to, clean it real good because of the whole bed bug thing. But, if you go to the thrift store, most of the furniture there has been around for some time. So, in that case, it's probably far better quality. Heirloom furniture is really great. If you go to like a yard sale, even, I don't even really like to buy clothing retail anymore because, you know, um, if you don't know this, but clothing is actually like a top pollution. It's right up there with plastic. Because people throw clothes away, which I never really knew that or understood that, but you know, people just don't want to donate or give anything away. They rather just throw it away. But that's a sad problem too, is that people are throwing clothing away. Thrift stores are helpful and it's much cheaper. I can't imagine why anyone would go to a store and pay retail when they get something similar for far less and not adding to the whatever problems are in this world. That's got to stop. We got to be more we have to reduce our carbon footprint. Was it Sweden? Sweden actually has um uh stores where they'll actually like fix things so they could be resold. They actually fix shoes and other things so they could be reused. I mean, that should be a thing. Our go-to shouldn't be stuff to just throw away. We throw away too much in this country, whether it be food or clothing or cheap furniture from IKEA. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Right. Dish rags. I mean, when I was a kid, my mom always used my dad's socks and underwear to polish the furniture. So, I mean, there was that point in time in life where we actually used to do that. You could use those things to clean with. So I don't understand why today we're such a wasteful society. I mean, plastic water bottles are, fairly recent. I mean, plastic bags are going to be banned in New York very soon. I don't think paper is going to be a thing either. I think they're doing away with that too. Yeah, paper is bad too. 'Cause you got to cut down the trees to make it. Unless if it's recycled paper, but these companies aren't gonna. These stores are not gonna pay for recycled anything. You know, if you have to pay for it, they're not gonna do it. Everything's about being cheap and bougie. So I don't. I mean, I prefer to have. I don't buy. Um, I won't buy bottled water just simply because bottled water usually equals some other issue, like Nestle. Nestle, takes water from places. Hi, Noni. Hi. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's good afternoon. It's almost 2 o'clock. So if somebody wants to go, just before I forget, if somebody wants to go live at 2 o'clock, we could do a little raid. Oh, good. Oh, we're gonna try to pay someone forward, um, because we got to do that. We got to pay it forward to somebody today. Um, so, oh boy. Um, so back to this whole thing, with the whole IKEA thing on this show. It's what, to me it's like, um I mean, I mean, I guess, like with the case of these dressers falling on children and things like that. Again, I don't think that's IKEA's fault. I think that's just bad. I think it's just an unfortunate event. Um, I don't buy anything from IKEA. It's not like a store. That's not a store we have, like we only have one. I think we only have one IKEA, and that's in Nassau. So, it's not something that, it's an abundance here. And so I just can't imagine, that being a really big thing. Um, hmm. So I would just, this show has got a lot of interesting points to it. I mean, the one thing that I found to be, interesting was you know, um, the e-cigarette thing. I mean, my thought, like I said, again, my thoughts on the e-cigarette thing is that, the one thing that this show had mentioned was that there seems to be a pass for parents of kids who use these things, and I'm not understanding why that is. Again, if people want to use these things, and that's fine. It's not my problem or my place. It's right up there with guns. I don't personally think that. I mean, for me, I will never know or understand why somebody has a gun or a weapon, but Frankie, but but I don't think it's my place to really say that it's not my place you know to say no to that. So same thing with the e-cigarettes, is that if adults who are old enough to smoke um, want to do that, that's fine. But but then again, you got parents who are allowing their children to have access to it, and I think that's the reason why the whole e-cigarette thing is, in a problem now, is because of this. So, in that case, we really should be punishing the parents for allowing their kids to have access to these things. 100%. Why is Child Protective Services not getting involved in this? Why are the schools just letting their parent, like, not reporting this? If an adult buys a child a minor alcohol, then it's a problem. Okay, no problem. I appreciate that. I'm only gonna be live for another 10 more minutes anyways, and then I'm not sure if I'll be back later, but I may be back later. I may. I think so. I'll try. Depends on all these appointments this evening. But if not, there's sometime tomorrow. I'll probably go live in the evening tomorrow, or maybe before work. Maybe I go live before work. What do you think? A live before work? It would have to be like 10 o'clock 9 or 10 in the morning, which I don't mind. Or even before, yeah, 9 o'clock. Maybe I could put Jacob. Hey, Flat Earth Alaska. How you doing? How are things over there? You're not Flat Earth Forums, are you? I know he's got a different channel name these days. He's a very nice guy, by the way. I like that guy. He's very nice. Oh, you're not him? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Nice to meet you, Jor-El. I haven't seen Flat Earth Forums in a while, so I wasn't sure. I know he had to change his name a while ago, so I wasn't sure. But I'm happy to meet you. Always a pleasure to have new people in here. I'm only going to be here for like about 10 minutes or so, unless somebody else is going live and they would like a pay it forward moment. I would love to give someone a raid and pay it forward, because that's what we should be doing. Well, that shouldn't be a Christmas thing. That should be an all year kind of thing. We should be helping one another out right now. Oh, that's good. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. You're free to believe, what you want. That's okay. You know, I'm not going to tell you what not to believe. Um, we don't talk politics or things like that. I mean, I do talk a lot about, climate change and things like that. So yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Good to know. But so I'm going to be ending the live in like 5 minutes. So do we know anyone who is going live at 1 o'clock? I'd really like to do someone a solid here. Anybody? Anybody want to go? That is definitely some interesting information you got there. Very, very interesting. I did not know. No, I'm not going to raid Poosa Studios. I'm sure they'll be okay if I don't. Anybody live right now? I know going live right now is kind of difficult because of the, it's the afternoon. But I'd really like to pay it forward. Let me see here. Let's see if anybody's live. I mean, if we can't find somebody, I'll just do it later. But I'd really like to be nice and... Oh, all right. Again, you're free to believe that information, and you know that's fine. I'll choose to stay neutral on that idea. How about that? Like I said, we don't talk politics here, except climate change and animal rights issues on the rare occasion. Nope, I don't think anyone's live right now. All right, then. I guess it's safe to say I could end the live then. Nobody's live right now. Oh, you're vegan? That's awesome. Me too. I was vegan for a while. I'm trying to get myself back to that. Animals are friends. You are very right about that. Animals are friends. You are very right about that. I can 100% agree. I don't know. I don't see anyone live right now, so I guess Well, anyways, then, since nobody is live right now, I guess we could end it. And maybe I'll see you later today or early tomorrow. Maybe later today. I guess we'll see. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys later and talk to you later. Bye, guys.